Very good evening to you and welcome. This is the Business Plus, of course, on MBCI TV, and we are live on MBCI TV Facebook page and MBCI TV official YouTube page. I'm very excited to be here, and today we are having such an amazing conversation because we are talking to an engineer who is now a carpet cleaner, and this is just to show you how business is very wide. As long as uko in business, maze, you can do anything. We say business is more than meets the eye. So my name is Rachel Kahugo, and today we'll be talking to Isaac. He'll be telling us about this job, your carpet cleaning. He has a company that's called Cap Wash Carpet Cleaning, and I'm very excited to unpack this conversation because I'd really love to know how you got into this business, your carpet cleaning. Yet you've told me that you are an engineer professionally, right? Yeah. So kindly introduce yourself, and then we'll get into the discussion.
All right.
Yes.
To the camera, right?
Yes, to camera.
Yeah, my name is Engineer Gikunju Hoidaga, and I studied structural engineering at the university, but nowadays my career right now is on carpet cleaning, and I think yeah, that's it.
This is what makes you happy now.
Absolutely.
And makes money.
Yeah.
Okay. Unajua, I'm very interested with that particular introduction.
Okay.
Surely, kila mtu anatakanga kukuwa engineer. Sasa wewe umetoka from being an engineer and you decided to do carpet cleaning. Yeah. How was the transition and why exactly?
Actually, I can say it was such a tough transition because engineers are expected to be in big offices or doing mega projects and all those things.
Yes.
Yeah, so when we left the university, that's about 7-8 years ago, we were faced with the same challenge that every graduate is facing currently, looking for a job.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah, so I did look for several jobs, but I got one job which was pretty just paying me enough. What do you call that? Subsistence income.
Yes,
yeah.
Hand to mouth.
Yeah, hand to mouth. And so it sparked something in me.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do more than engineering. Yeah, and that's how I found myself in carpet cleaning.
Carpet cleaning.
Yes, there is something for you to cut from here.
Okay.
Can I give the backstory? Correct. Move ahead.
Okay. Now, I'll ask this question. Now, give us a backstory of how it was.
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect. Correct. So go ahead.
Yes.
All right. So back in the year 2011, yeah, that was the time I was in my first year, I think, in the university. I used to visit a friend of ours who used to live in the Eastlands sides of Nairobi.
Okay.
And so they were living in an unfinished building. It had about 2 floors. So anytime they would clean up their clothes, they would go there. And obviously I would go there just to have an ambience of Nairobi. I come from the village out there in Nyeri. So I would look at the buildings, the number of buildings that were in Nairobi. And there were so many. Yeah. And there's only one question I would ask. What if I cleaned a single carpet for all these people? By that time now you can see Eastlands, so it has a lot of buildings.
Okay.
And charge them, I think it was 500 just to clean for them, 500 bob. And I said, if every month I would clean for 1,000 people out of these multitude, I would be a millionaire when I was still a teenager. Yeah, but then the dream didn't go as, I didn't start cleaning then. I was studying in Western Kenya.
Okay.
And so it took quite a number of years, took almost another maybe 7 years for the dream to come back.
Okay.
And it's a funny story, by the way.
Okay. And at that point when you were sitting at the unfinished building, why were you thinking about carpets? Why exactly carpet cleaning? Was it something that was just in you? Was it that you had seen, I don't know, carpets somewhere dirty or people cleaning carpets? Why exactly were you thinking about? How did the idea come?
Yeah, this idea popped from the fact that I have had a lot of passion for carpets. So again, the backstory from our village home. We didn't used to have carpets there.
Okay.
But there are these homesteads that really had carpets. Yeah, so there was this kind of a spark that used to get into me.
Ukiona carpets.
Yeah, anytime
Okay,
we'd get
okay.
into those homes with carpets, and then I would be like, wow, this thing is so good. So I had a lot of passion for this thing and actually having them even for myself in my own home. But then all here came a need. Who cleans them? Yeah.
Okay, I see. So what you are doing when you're getting into business, ulikuwa nataka ku bridge a gap in ulikuwa umeona, and that was cleaning the carpets.
Yes.
Now, let's get into how you now started the business. Ulianzaje? Ulianza ikiwa hivi, because actually let me tell you guys, sio easy peke yake. We have other carpets the other side and it's now such a big business. So, ulianza hivi ama how did you start the business?
I do have a friend who is called Festus. I think he could give a very deep story about how they started. At one point he thought I was crazy. Yeah.
Okay.
So how it started was, I think I started on social media, so I knew the need was there.
Okay.
Yeah, and actually I didn't even have the space, like the space you are seeing right now. By the time I was starting the business, the space was not there. So I started on social media. I went there to talk about dirty carpets and how they affect families.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because there's so much information that people don't know about dirty carpets. Children claw on those carpets.
Yeah.
Those asthmatic kids, asthma cannot leave a home with actually the fluffy carpets. They are called fluffy carpets. Yeah, so it was all about educating people about what the effects of dirty carpets.
Okay,
yeah.
That's interesting.
And at that time when I was still running my gigs, posting on Facebook, Instagram, teaching people about the effects of dirty carpets. One time when I was going to somewhere in Muranga, I was using a Pro Box that time. Somebody calls me and says me, hey, I can see you guys are doing a very good job. Can you pick up my carpet for cleaning? Okay. And that's how I got the first client.
The first client.
Yeah.
So after that, how did it grow? Let me take you back a little bit. Take us all back a little bit. Vile ulipata hii carpet ya kwanza, you said you didn't have space at that time. So how did you go with that particular client? Uliosha tu kinyumbani, or how did you go about it?
Let me tell you, Rachel. I think when I got that first carpet, that's when I realized that there was real passion for this thing. Yeah. We cleaned that carpet from our laundry. Our house has a laundry. Yeah, there's a laundry room. We cleaned it from the floor. Tukamwagilia maji, tukaiweka madauni, everything that I could possibly do to clean that carpet. I still remember it was a blue carpet. Yeah. Wow. Now, from that laundry, taking it outside, because a carpet, once it soaks water, it came from about maybe 20 kgs and went to about 120 kgs with water. It was such a challenge to clean it. Like, it was a real challenge. And now I ask myself, we can't be doing this every day. The customers seem to be trusting us. We must look for a space. And we must put up some rails, just one kia, and hope to get more clients. It was a tough one.
Okay. Now, ukapata sasa hiyo challenge ya kuitoa kwa flow and kuianika. I know that's a whole other story on how vile unatoa maji and just to make sure hazikai kwa rails 10 years. So how do you go about that? My goodness.
So we continued actually cleaning them. By that time I was cleaning myself. So I used to come from my gigs. Maybe I go home collecting a few carpets from the ones who ordered online. So then I would come and wash them myself. And then we had made a few rails. These are the rails, the ones you can see here. So we had made about 5 rails. The first ones were 5. And it was a portable thing.
Oh, the rails?
Yeah, the rails were portable. So we used to
carry this particular location?
Yeah, it was in this particular location. They had a space over the other side. So we could carry the rail with my wife in the evening and put it inside the garage. I think you've seen the garage. And then remove them the next day. So the problem of drying still persisted. I still had the vacuum cleaner. I would still try to suck all the water out of it. But the issue of drying actually persistent. Yeah, so there was more issue to drying. Actually, there was browning, because when you clean a carpet and it has maybe some dirty water, pale chini utapata line ya brown ama orange, something that looks very bad. Yeah, so that issue persisted until now the engineering kicked in. Yeah.
Okay.
Now this is where
now this is the beautiful part. Tell us about it.
So I tried to look online. There are several companies that sell carpet cleaning machines abroad, and the cost of the machine was about 1.5 million to 3.8 million.
And by then you're just starting out.
Yeah, and I'm just starting out. I don't have that kind of money. At that point, I'm just trying to make sure that, I remember telling my wife, the only thing I need to clean is just about 4 carpets a week. I think we are going to make enough money. Because it was like 1,000, 4,000. It was a lot of money by then. Yeah, so I'm there, and then I say, okay, this is 3.8 million, 1.5 million, I can't afford this. Less even that. Even the importation schedules, that was all crazy. I couldn't even have gone through that. Yeah, so now this is when I asked myself, so you mean I went to the university for 5 years and I can't really solve this problem? And that's where the journey started. Yeah, the journey started right there, and I went back to the books. Actually, to the books to understand the principles of that machine. Yeah, so I studied the principles. I looked for a friend somewhere who was a fabricator, so I was the engineer. His work was to join the things as I was telling him. Yeah, and we were able to come up with something. It took about 6 months to stabilize that machine, and it has been perfect.
And now you have your own machine.
I have my own machine here.
You guys, an engineer right here who's doing his own very amazing work here, carpet cleaning, but also he has his machine. So Sema, use the knowledge and the skills that you have already to make your business even better. And today, tukana testimonial hapa. Now, we're going for a very short break so that you can get the business 101, some tips on what you're supposed to do for you to get better at your business, and then we'll be coming right back.
Yeah, a few tips for the people who want to get engaged into the carpet cleaning business. The first thing, the bottom line is actually customer service. Like, your customer service really needs to be top notch. Really understand your customers. A person who can really afford a carpet can really afford more. So these are people who need to be treated with class. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that you discriminate customers. All I'm saying is that the kind of clientele you'll be dealing with, the owners of these carpets, they really want to be valued. Yeah, so it's good that you work so much on your customer service. Number 2, timeliness. In as much as you have as many orders that could come, a lot of clients, maybe they are the only ones at home. Yeah, think about the single guys, think about even the married, the working couples. Yeah, most of those people, they really have to keep time because they have to go to work. So you have to be timely. When you tell them you're going to collect their carpet or you should deliver their carpet at a particular time, you should be as punctual as possible. Yeah, and number 3, you may have to work a lot on your on the quality of cleaning, because the quality of cleaning really comes ahead of everything. Yeah, because you can have 100 clients, but then your customer retention may be so low. Yeah, you may have very little customer retention if your quality of cleaning is questionable. Yeah, so the best thing for you to do is actually to really engage and study even deeper. Go beyond Kenya. Yeah, go beyond Kenya, because you really have to study beyond Kenya. You go to the US, go look at Malaysia, look at Singapore. What are they doing when it comes to carpet business? Yeah, respect your employees, pay them fair, give them the fairest wage that you can, respect them, don't address them anyhowly, the way we are used to addressing people, and expect them that they are going to do that spectacular job when it comes to handling the clients. Yes, so for us, we have kept a big name in the city. Yeah, in a very serious city, we have kept a big name. But it's because our staff and ourselves, we work like a family. Yes, they know how to express themselves when they have issues. We know how to express ourselves when we are dissatisfied with some of their actions, and we move forward like a team. That is what is going to make your carpet cleaning business a haven that every customer wants to be related with. Thank you. My name is Gikunju Waithaga. I'm the CEO Car Wash Carpet Cleaners Nairobi, and you are watching Business Plus.
We are back after the very short break. Tumepata the Business 101, and I know that by now you know what you're supposed to do for you to start your business or even scale up if you are already in business. And I'm now very interested in history of carpet cleaning. So if you know you want a business, you want to start a business, as long as you have the passion. I mean, this is not something yenye ni ngumu sana. I don't know, probably you can tell us, but this is something you can do from the points that or the advice that you've gotten. Surely this is something that you can do. We always say that business is more than meets the eye, right? So tulienda break kidogo while you were telling us about the mahali sasa uliamua kuingiza engineering, right? And now you have your own machines. So is it something that you do as a carpet cleaner as well? Probably make the machines for other people who are doing carpet cleaning. Ama uliamua ibaki nyumbani?
According to the way we've been trained in engineering, you have to first of all test the machine enough, you as a risk taker, before you give it out to people who don't really understand how to do the risk like you do. Yeah, so I think I went for about a year, and then one client asked that I fabricate a similar machine for her. She works from, I think, somewhere in Eldoret, and I fabricated one, and I sold it out to her. Yeah, as expensive as the Wazungus were selling it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So anyway, but beyond that, we've opened a company. We have teamed up with a partner of mine. He's called Festus, and we are now fabricating professional machines, same machines, but now we are fabricating them now with engineers, with other engineers like us. Yeah,
I see. Now let's get into the actual business, Sasa. For someone who wants to start such a business, what is the process? Ni kutafuta tu clients, nianze kuziosha, ama the certifications that I need?
Definitely you do require to be to do the normal regulations that the government expects you to go through. In Kenya currently we don't have any certifications for cleaners, but we do hope that very soon we are going to have them, because like in the States there's a lot of regulations about the cleaners. They really get capacity building, which is something that is not here. So of which it's only something that you can do micro in your own factory, and try to upgrade the skills and tell them why you do some things.
I see. Now, what are some of the challenges that you faced from you started the business, right from the very first blue carpet to where we are now?
My goodness. Okay. The toughest challenge that you may face in carpet cleaning is quality assurance. The quality, because cleaning carpets is not like cleaning clothes. It is something totally different. It's like actually taking your sweater. You remember the cashmere sweaters and those zile za mauzi? Uchukue mchanga, mix vizuri, then upatie mtu sasa kuoshe with as little water as humanly possible. Dry it so well that it doesn't get molds and doesn't smell. So there are challenges when it comes to cleaning carpets, and one of them is, like I told you, the weight. Its weight goes like 3-4 times once it gets wet. So portability is an issue. Drying them is an issue. And quality assurance in general.
How do you solve the problem of smelling and patches, the molds?
So over time we've been able to also use some industrial chemists to get some of the best reagents or detergents to clean our carpets. So we do clean them in a different way, like with different detergents, because most consumers, they use the car wash. Like they use the car wash, but they don't know the dangers of actually using a car wash. When you take your carpet to a car wash, it's cleaned using the same detergent that is used to clean metal.
The cars now.
Yes, the cars. You can imagine that. The same detergent. So it is not soft. It is made for rough bodies. Okay? That's why when you take your carpet to the car wash, it comes out charred. Inaka kama imechaka. Yes.
That is the reason why?
That is the reason why.
Okay. Wow. The other big question in Akwanga about capital. What do I need for me to start such a business? So for starter packs, what exactly do I need for me to start such a business, carpet cleaning?
All right. what I think the easiest way to answer that question would be the amount of capital. We are talking about capital only.
Yeah, capital and probably equipment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. There, I think you can work with roughly, let's talk about the aspects of capital. You need the transportation. Because for us, our model is we collect from you and we return to you.
Okay.
Maybe in others, you just have a site. If you just have a site where people can bring, you can cut down on that cost.
Okay.
Correct? Yeah. Then you need the cleaning machines, and then you need the dryers, and you need the rails.
Okay.
Yeah. So you need to consider the space. So the kind of space that you want, that's an aspect of capital.
Yeah.
The cleaning machines themselves, another aspect. Then we have the drying machines as well.
Okay.
Another aspect, and the rails.
Okay.
Yeah. And in case you have to really move carpets between places, then you might need to buy a car at least. Yeah.
Okay.
A van
I see.
at least.
I see. Now, for car wash, how do you get your clients?
Okay. Most of our clients, since we've been there for several years, I think it's much of referrals. We still continue doing the outreaches we do on social media. We teach people, just teach people about the effects of dirty carpets. That's what we do most.
Okay.
But much of it has been word of referral, word of mouth from customer to the other customer. Yeah.
And you've also said that most of your clients have been with them for years now.
Yeah.
So how do you maintain them?
Like I said again, the backbone of the business is about quality assurance. So if you do if you do the best quality work, because it's quite difficult to get people who can match what we really do, what we do at car wash.
Yeah.
So that quality is what keeps us going. So when somebody thinks about going back maybe to the car wash where they came from, because those are our biggest competitors anyway.
Yeah.
When they think about going back there, they can't really afford. Because here we're going to take your carpet from your house, we're going to bring it to the factory, return it to you, and talk to you nicely too.
That's also very important, customer relations.
Absolutely.
Yes, how you speak to your customers. Okay, so since the place has really grown and now you have so many clients, have you ever gotten to a place that the job is not getting quite overwhelming? Probably have so many carpets. Have you ever gotten to such a place, and if so, how do you deal with that?
Yeah, very true. Like I told you earlier, I think I showed you the small van that we started the work with.
Yeah.
It was quite small, and so after some time, so that time we used to maybe 5 clients a day, or come and maybe you deliver 5, maybe let's say 10, and then all of a sudden you start having 20 clients a day. Then you go to 30 clients a day. So the same vehicle cannot serve that, correct? So you must scale up.
Yeah.
So how do you scale up? You can see this rail is a brand new rail, as you can see. It can accommodate up to 50, 60 carpets.
Okay.
2 on every point.
Okay.
So you first of all have to scale in terms of space, scale in terms of logistics. We have other vans that are on the road.
Okay.
Branded differently, and at least you're able to, you must scale up. You must scale up. You buy more vans, put more space, and even add the human resource.
Perfect. Now, what do you tell someone who's looking into starting such a business, or someone who is already in such a business and wanashanga mbona si scale up, or they're just looking forward to a day where watafika mahali wanasema carpets zimekuwa nyingi sana, I think the business is growing. So what would be your word to them?
The wisest words that can be at this point is you need to really have a lot of passion for carpets, and you need to have a lot of passion for families.
Okay.
If you don't really love families and homes, this may not be your field. Yeah, because some of the carpets that you might receive, yes, you want to scale up, yes, you want to really clean a lot, but you will also receive as many discouraging carpets as humanly possible.
Yeah.
Correct? Yeah, so you need a lot of passion to handle this business.
Okay.
Yes, you need a lot of patience also. Yeah, because I know we've cleaned some really messed up carpets.
Yeah.
And you really can tell a client, yes, you'll charge for the treatments and all that. Urine-soaked carpet. So when the carpet comes with urine to your shop, will you say, no, we don't clean this one?
Yeah.
When it has been soiled by a baby, will you say, I can't clean this one? So if you get to that point that even the parent feels, this person feels my pain, and I really have passion for doing this, you're going to make it in this business.
Okay.
Let the client feel you really, really care about them.
Okay. Amazing. Thank you for being with us on this episode, and we have really, really learned a lot. I know that now if you want to start such a business, you know what to do. This has been The Business Plus. My name is Rachel Kahugu. We'll be seeing you on the next episode of The Business Plus. But for now, if you want to start such a business, umeambiwa kila kitu. The only thing yenye imebaki now, take a step of faith and start that business. And of course, ukianza hiyo biashara nifanye vizuri, you can always get back to us and tell us how far you are. This has been The Business Plus. As I had said before, we'll see you on the next episode on Monday next week, same time, same place. Until then, God bless you. God be with you. Bye-bye.